Welcome to the Trading Lounge, where I try to take $1,000 to $100,000 as fast as I possibly can as a fairly new day trader. Today was another no trade day. We've only made one trade this week for a loss of like $26. There just really hasn't been anything that I've been jiving with. Now, on my Roth account, not this account, not this challenge account, and I'll show you, we'll blink to it real quick. I made a couple trades because in that account, I'm being a little bit more creative. I'm opening myself up to trading outside of the rules of this challenge account, which can come with a little bit of risk. But luckily, over the last couple days, we've had, I think, 7 or 9 trades. I forget how many winning trades over the last couple days, trading outside of the scope of this challenge account while I'm learning other things like how to short stocks after they're coming down off their earnings and low float penny stocks, as I'm learning that kind of tactic and strategy. So maybe I'll be able to open up low float breaking news penny stocks on this account, which I've up until recently, even now, I'm really not that comfortable with. So no trade day again. I'm hoping we have a better day tomorrow, but let's get into kind of what happened this morning. There's just not a lot going on here in the marketplace. It's been slow, as you guys know, and they're just, the scanner I'm using is Warrior Trader. It's not free. You can do a 2-week free trial. It's a beautiful scanner. It's got your running up stuff here. Let me move this real quick out of the way. So things just bling, 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 like something's pretty hot. And then you've got this high day momentum. Yesterday, this thing was, high day momentum was going off like crazy. There was a bunch of stocks reaching the high day. Not so much today. And then we've got our low float top gainers, which is, I think, anything underneath 5 million float. And this is nice because it helps me identify the stocks that I potentially want to, be involved in. One of the hot stocks this morning was ABLT. At the time, it was a penny stock, so I didn't get into it on this account because I try to keep things under, like, definitely under $1, but over $1. I'd like to be over $2. $2 to $10 probably be comfortable, but I don't know. There just wasn't anything going on here. And this is the top gainers, which is everything on the market. Doesn't really matter what the float is. And then in the aftermarket, which is what I tried to trade today and yesterday, there's this after hours top gainers that I switch to. And I really love this. And because after hours isn't as flooded as the pre-market, you can have all of it here. So this is all the floats are right here. And then I just have it sorted by the rate of change over here. Although I could probably sort it by float, which might not be a bad idea. And my eyes are always scanning right here for the blue and the green. And then anything with news as it kind of climbs this ladder. And I take a look. So, the stock that I was looking at this morning on this account was, because there just wasn't anything. There was a couple penny stocks, like I said, but NRDA actually had some news at, I think it was 5 a.m. my time. And honestly, I thought the news was going to work. It's right here. It's like, liver device demonstrates high-level consistency in a clinical study, delivering MRI-level results at the point of patient care. I'm like, we got something here. Problem is, in pre-market, which is this section right here, we'll just open this up, which is this section right here, there were no eyes on it. Because all the eyes were on a couple other stocks, penny stocks and a couple other things, but nothing that I was targeting. And so that was it. And so I really wasn't watching this. I don't trade this account too much during after the bell. So this line, this side is after the bell, and this side is pre-market. And the bell, rang, and this thing just kind of like slowly. There's no volume here, and it just kind of slowly started creeping, and then all of a sudden it gets this chunk of volume and starts moving up. Goes through a couple halts, at least one halt. But I wasn't really sure, and I've been looking for a very specific setup, and I'm very happy the last 2 days. I haven't taken a trade that doesn't have that setup. I'm looking for some kind of candle over candle, red candle over candle pullback on a 1-minute chart, and I'm just not seeing it. Like if this would have, I was watching this, if this would have opened and maybe, this one, I don't know. Like if this would have screamed up here, and then this was a red candle and this one opened and went above it, maybe I win. I don't know. There just wasn't anything. I didn't get a 1-minute candle until in this range. I did see some stuff on the 10-second chart, but I've been trying not to trade on the 10-second chart. I was waiting for a 1-minute candle confirmation, and I just didn't get it. And you know what? That's fine. So, quick no trade day. I mean, tomorrow we'll certainly have a look, but I do want to let you guys know like what I'm doing real quick, because we've done some long videos. Let's try to keep this one a little bit shorter. I'm still learning. I'm here every day. I was here as much as I could be today, and I'm watching stocks, all kinds of stocks, not just low float stocks, all kinds of stuff. I've got a lot of people on my Discord trading a bunch of different stuff, and I'm learning from them, asking questions. And then in my Roth account, I am testing out different things. In this account, this challenge account, I think it's important that I stay very disciplined. I'm learning how to be disciplined. And I just feel like if I, didn't have the support I have and hadn't already made some of the mistakes I made over the last couple of weeks, I don't think I'd be as disciplined. Like I'd be trying to find things that weren't there, see things that weren't there. And I've done that a couple times, for sure. Right now I'm trying to stay disciplined, looking for something very specific. We could have had it yesterday at after hours. I forget what stock that was. CDIO. I think no, that wasn't it. I can't remember what it was. I write it down. I didn't write it down. Anyway, it was the hot stock yesterday after hours, but I was locked in on another trade, and I was just on my Roth. I couldn't trade it. So I was kind of hoping maybe something like that would happen today. It didn't happen. You know what? And that's how it goes. I think a no trade day right now feels like a win, and I still feel like I'm winning because I am not sure how to use these charts yet. There we go. I am here. I'll switch over real quick to the Roth account on here. So you can see today. So today we made $132 on the Roth account. We're not going to go over all these trades, but hold on. Still kind of figuring. No, I don't want you to do that. Whatever you're doing there, I don't want you to do. There we go. And these are the trades I made. RXT, which is I wrote down on this sheet. I wrote down what right here where my finger is, what stocks I was looking at for the morning bell. And as soon as the morning bell hit, I swapped over to my Roth account because they weren't at the time, they weren't stocks I was really interested in for this account, and I traded them on my Roth account and had an absolute blast. And same thing yesterday. So stepping outside of my comfort zone, outside of the scope of this account, to continuously learn how the market works, because I feel like the more I can understand, the better off I'll be when I go to start trading this account again as the market heats up or something pops up. I'm telling you, I was ready this morning. If something would have popped up this morning, I was ready to hit the button. And same thing, I was really ready after hours, 1 o'clock, like 1 to 3, ready to go. I just didn't see anything that fit the criteria. I mean, there was a penny stock that had a little bit of movement, but not really a pullback. I would have had to just go in for like 9 or 10 cents on really nothing. It was a continuation trade, and from the regular the pre-market, and just like, but there's no real setup there. There's nothing really happening there. There's no 1 minute candle pullback or anything like that. I just, you know what? I feel like I was just telling my wife that like I feel like I'm being like taught the discipline side of this style of trading, because it'd be really easy to trade and make mistakes. And I've made many mistakes on this account, as you guys know. So we did update the data to reflect the loss. We've only traded one time this week for a loss of like $26, and I put that in here today. So we started out with 1,000. We doubled that money really fast, got overconfident. I think I was telling people that it was really easy to pull $500 out of the market. That's just not the case. And we added $1,200 because we were overconfident. I think we had the account almost up to $4,000, and now it's down quite a bit, but we're slowing down at the rate of which it's going down, which is great. We've had a profit of $763. We started this in December. We've participated in 38 trade days. We have 38 winning trades for a win rate of 71%. And it's going. It's moving. I wanted to give you guys an update. The no trade day posts, videos, I don't know if they're beneficial to you guys, but it's good for me to talk through what I'm doing, what I'm learning, why I didn't trade. In yesterday's case was like talking about some of the stocks that maybe I could have traded, but just didn't for whatever reason, And so I don't know. Right now, a no trade day feels like a win. Stay green out there.